Yeah.
You leave behind, and that's the fire in my mind. I keep a hug on my heart for you. With every breath I feel it grow. Every waking moment I try to find a way to keep you in my side. I need your glow. You're the amber
Yeah.
that won't let go. Every spark you leave behind ignites the fire in my mind.
Yo.
Your life's a beacon in the storm, a flare that keeps me safe and warm.
Yo.
Even shadows can't compete with the glow that makes my heart beat.
Yo.
Me so, yeah. You better chill out, yo.
Yo.
I need it, yo, I need it, glow. The way the warm morning sets me glow. Every time you're close to mine, it's a wildfire I can't leave behind. The glance of your eye is a secret code. The smile of the sun makes my heart explode.
Yo.
I need your glow.
This is the coolest thing ever. I just gotta tip my hat.
I keep a hug on my heart for you. With every breath I
Never in my life.
every waking moment I try to find a way to keep you in my sky.
My brother said it not too long ago. Last time I talked to him, really. Steven, you said that I should be a millionaire right now, right? I really wish that somebody that's watching this, and I know that family members are watching me because they want to see who I'm talking about, but Steven Yona Dodson, my big bro, you need to start watching, bro. Because you told me multiple times in the last 3 to 4 years I should have been a millionaire by now. Bro, I need your help. Nobody does what I do, bro, for Recovery World. And big bro, with your 33-pound head and your Mickey Mouse tattoos, bro. You ever seen your little brother like this? Because I haven't. You said you wanted to get to know your little brother. Did you know I'm mildly autistic? And I kept telling you this the last 3 to 4 years and you kept saying I was full of shit. I love my brother. I just need him to pay attention and start listening to his little brother. Because we could be rich. We are rich. I'm rich because of God and my mom and a few other people. They know who they are. Anybody that's been in my life on a regular, especially on a message basis, the last 3 to 4 years, there's been more people outside of this country and outside of this state that has had more support for me than my own community in this area that I stay in. But you know what? I stopped letting it get to me. God will replace who you need in your life. God will replace what you need in your life. People get so drawn in what they want instead of what you need. I am so stuck on if I make it, because I have 89 videos now, I think. And I really have been studying myself, especially this past 10 days that I made some music. I am one of the most critical persons, especially on myself. I will criticize myself very, very, very much. I sit here and I will roast myself, literally. Some of my older videos, you will actually see my comments in the videos where I actually do make fun of myself. But I'm allowed to, because it's part of me making fun of myself makes me actually work better on myself. And I used to get really emotional when somebody make fun of me. But has anybody noticed what I've been doing in the lives with the trollers? Not making fun of them. I'm showing them who I am. Because if somebody with a condition or something, if you don't make it aware with people that don't know you, people assume too much. And the word assume, I seen it on a post one day. The word assumes, think of spelling of the word. ASSUME. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. I think that's pretty damn clever. So one of the biggest lessons I've been definitely learning the last 3 or 4 years is don't assume. Because we will both make an ass out of you and me. But I really want my big brother's attention, because we have a lot of undealt with understandings we need to have. It's been a power struggle with me and my brother for a very long time. And I understand a lot more why, because I've had a lot of time to just sit here and think while I'm listening to my own music. My brother used to make music. And I always wanted to be like him. I've never learned how to play an instrument, but he could sit down and learn how to play an instrument on his own. I've seen this man sit down with a piano, and he can't even read the sheet music, but he'll sit down and make a song. Steven. Neither one of us is dad. We never will be. You are you, and I am me. But we are the same because we come from the same family. I do not want to be with you, but you got to understand, I have a condition. I have mental, you know my history, dude. And you've used it against me. But I need you to understand, big bro, is I have came onto an idea, and I need your help. Nobody is doing this right here. I need anybody that watches me that knows my brother, because I've been going through other people trying to get his attention, but he's not listening. So I'm going to explain to you guys to show my brother, or tell my brother, that he really needs to pay attention to what I have created in the last almost week with YouTube's own technology. Nobody on this planet is doing what I'm doing. Nobody on this planet is doing what I'm doing. On this planet is doing what I'm doing. On this planet is doing See? That's a mere effect of the cameras. Watch what happens when I turn the volume down. I started doing this by accident, and nobody else on the planet is doing what I'm doing with this idea. I'm dancing with it with the phones. I'm going to explain this because I need to talk to my big brother, Steven Dodson. Bro, you've been saying for how many years now? 4 straight years I should be a millionaire by now. I have $1 million idea. And I need my brother's help. Watch what happens with the camera. It's a mere effect. Like how you take 2 mirrors and put them across from each other and they just do a tunnel effect. I've been doing videos like this for almost 5 days. Did it by accident. I stuck my camera in front of the other camera while I was doing a live. I was like, what in the world? Anybody ever seen the old school movie Parent Trap? They weren't twins. They had to do camera effects. And back in the 70s or something like back then. The thing is that, Steven, I need my brother to help me. And I'm going to keep asking for your help because you're the only one I trust with this stuff. You've been in the game. You've been in the music industry, dude. I need my brother's help. I need you to put your emotions aside, dude. Because for real, the real beef between me and you is your fault. You keep getting emotional and talking about what I did. I had nothing to you, dude. Well, I called you out. I said your wife's a witch. Well, she sells stones and crystals, bro. Mandy Lynn Crystals? What's that sound like? That doesn't sound like Christian. Your butt hurt because I called your wife a witch when she sells stones and crystals? 1 + 1's 2, Steven. I'm not going to apologize for that. I didn't call her a bitch. And that's what he's butthurt about. That's what he's been so emotional the last 1.5 years about. That's why he tried to come and kick my ass on my birthday last year. And that's why I hid from him, because I don't want to fight him. He's my brother. Steven, the beef needs to stop, bro. Your ego's too big. Lose your ego. I've been willing to be, definitely willing to be civil. I need your big 33-pound head and your Mickey Mouse tattoos help. I have created something on YouTube, and it's probably a hell of a lot of money. So, anybody that knows my big brother, Steven Yona Dodson, he goes by Yona Dodson on Facebook, please get a hold of him and let him know I need his help. If you sell stones and crystal, because first of all, a lot of people don't realize this, and I've been waiting to do this. Job chapter 26 or 28 in the Bible, right? I actually wrote a book. I've been writing a book for almost 4 years, since before I quit drinking. One of the pages I wrote about is the proper use of stones and crystals, by the way. And a lot of Christians, and I'm not degrading Christianity, I'm teaching about what is in that book. And I read on Facebook one day my page that I wrote about the proper use of stones and crystals and metals. That same day that I read that live on Facebook, I randomly flipped in the Bible to something about the same subject. And I'm going to read it right now, actually. I don't know why he's so offended that I called her a witch. It's not even a bad thing. Be honest with you. I know witches that take it with a lot of pride. By the way, it's the same thing as being called a Christian in their belief system. You guys take it the wrong way. This ain't Massachusetts in the 1600s, 1700s, y'all. Christianity came from paganism. Most pagans that are females call themselves witches. If Christianity came from paganism, so what are Christian women? Everyone is different. Everyone is the same. It's just another way of saying the same thing. Deeper than the holler. Randy Travis, think about it, y'all. We can't keep doing this Bloods and Crips type thing. The Bloods and Crips get together and they're in unity ever since Nipsey Hussle. So, Steven, you're really that upset because I called your wife a witch, dude? It's really not that big of a deal. It's 2026 in how many days? 9? So, Steven, you even do card readings yourself, bro. What's that make you, a warlock or a wizard, bro? I'm confused. I called you the Wizard of Facebook before because your big 33-pound head and Mickey Mouse tattoo. See, the thing a lot of people don't realize is I'm actually making fun of my brother. Not actually disrespecting him, because if you actually look up The Rock from WWE wrestling, how he used to talk to the Undertaker and them, look up The Rock and talk about 33-pound head and Mickey Mouse tattoo, and you will laugh your face off. But one second, I think I might have forgot to share this live. I got to do this real quick. But I'm about to read in the Bible, King Solomon practiced witchcraft. By the way, people don't even know this. Prayer is the same thing as casting spells. That's why I don't openly speak when I actually have my time with God. Whatever this is within the comment. Oh, okay, hold on. Yo, bro. What happened? Off subject. I need to get back to the ranch. What are you gonna say, bro? Anybody knows that I haven't cussed live, like, unless I was super pissed off? Yeah, we're working on that. My grandmother Dodson been watching. Steven. I hope she is, because I hope she's gonna be a mediator for me and him. I need my brother's help. He wants to help change my life. Then get a hold of me, dude. I'm not gonna apologize, because I'm gonna show you why. That I don't think it's a disrespectful thing to call your wife a witch when she sells stones and crystals. I'm going to actually explain right now why I don't think it's that bad. Paganism is Christianity. They celebrate the same holidays. Yes, he knows Grandmother Dodson very well. They live in the same state. All right, did I say it? All right. Slow down, bro. I'm trying to fix our family. Be honest with you. Me and my older sister hate each other. And I'm actually willing, because of Mom, she's about to be 79 in January, I'm willing to just let it all go. She ain't getting younger, dude. Really, she ain't. Steven, talking to you, bro. You get on my damn nerves, bro. I've never done anything to you. But anyways, back at the ranch. Job chapter 6. All right. I gotta check this. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna. I wrote this book that I've been writing for almost 4 years. It's about how to get your heart right with God. It's about learning what we are. Nothing but a light and energy. Where are you at, Job? There it is. All right. I'm going to Job chapter or something. It's either 26 or 28. I gotta scan through it real quick. Well, I don't think it's 26. I guess I'm reading Job chapter 28 regardless. Whether it is it or not, I might be on it. Actually, it is. Here you go. This is from the Bible. That one. I read from this one because it's not that King James Version one. It makes a lot of no sense. Even though I write like him in songs. It's weird. People know where to mine silver and how to refine gold. They know where to dig iron from the earth and how to smelt copper from rock. They know how to shine light in darkness and explore the farthest regions of the earth. As they search in the dark for ore, they sink a mine shaft into the earth far from where anyone lives. They descend on ropes, swinging back and forth. Hold up. Yeah. There's something about this stuff right here that just it makes my does something with my voice. I don't know. It's weird. All right, back at the ranch. Let's try this again. We're going to repeat this. Job chapter 28. People know where to mine silver and know how to refine gold. They know where to dig iron from the earth and how to smelt copper from rock. They know how to shine light in the darkness and explore the farthest regions of the earth. As they search in the dark for ore, they sink a mine shaft into the earth from far from where anyone lives. They descend on ropes, swinging back and forth. Food is grown on earth above, but down below the earth is melted as by fire. Here the rocks contain precious lapis lazuli, and the dust contains gold. These are treasures not bird of prey can see, no falcon's eye observe. No wild animal has walked upon these treasures, no lion has ever set his paw there. People know how to tear apart flinty rocks and overturn the roots of mountains. They cut tunnels in rocks and uncover precious stones. They dam up the trickling streams and bring to light the hidden treasures. But do people know where to find wisdom? Where can they find understanding? No one understands, no one knows where to find it. For it is not found among the living, it is not here, says the ocean. Nor is it here, says the sea. It cannot be bought with gold. It cannot be purchased with silver. It is worth more than all the gold of Ophir, greater than precious onyx or lapis lazuli. Wisdom is more valuable than gold and crystal. It cannot be purchased with jewels and mounted in fine gold. Coral and jasper are worthless in trying to get it. The price of wisdom is far above rubies. Precious peridot from Ethiopia cannot be exchanged for it. It is worth more than the purest gold, but do people know where to find wisdom? Where can they find understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all humanity. Even the sharp-eyed birds in the sky cannot discover it. Destruction and death say, we've heard only rumors of where wisdom can be found. God alone understands the way to understand. God, hold up. Gotta fix the teeth. Hey, I used to stutter really bad. So, and I have no shame in my game. I don't get embarrassed very easily at all. Where are we at? There we go. Where can they find understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all humanity. Even the sharp-eyed birds in the sky cannot discover it. Destruction and death say, we've heard only rumors of where wisdom can be found. God alone understands the way to wisdom. He knows where it can be found, for he looks throughout the whole earth and sees everything under the heavens. He decided how hard the winds should blow and how much rain should fall. He made the laws for the rain and laid out a path for the lightning. Then he said he saw wisdom and evaluated it. He set it in place and examined it thoroughly. And this is what he says to all humanity. The fear of the Lord is true wisdom. No, it's not. This is why we got led here. Who wants to serve a God of destruction and fear? Not this guy. That's narcissistic. By the way, I won't be a part of that. So let's replace that. There we go. Shoot. Oh. Yeah. I serve a God of love and light, not fear. Because it says 365 times in this Bible, do not fear, but why is that a contradiction right there? But there's still good stuff in here, okay? This is my job to do this, by the way, because why are you being a slave to fear? There's a lot of people that believe that concept that they're supposed to be slaves to God. No, that's not true. Not one bit. Who wants to love a slave master? Can you hear the rattle? Because I don't. Destruction and death say, we've heard only rumors of where wisdom can be found. God alone understands the way wisdom. He knows where it can be found. All right. Did I read all that? Yeah, here we go. The fear of the Lord is true wisdom. The love of the Lord is true wisdom. To forsake evil is real understanding. That makes sense. And that was the last line in Job chapter 28. But you want to know what? I got another version of a Bible. I've had this thing for 20 years. That's been in prison with me in Lebanon Correctional, by the way. You see all that? Those are actually bookmarks from 20 years ago. For right now. I was in a prison preparing for now. How ironic is that? Because I haven't really looked at none of this stuff where it's marked. By the way, these are actually these are pieces of paper from prison. I've read this whole Bible before. I'm always online. You want to know why? Because God got me online. You know what else is in this Bible? That is from CRA 2005. Orion, Ohio. Guess where this is at? This is from my youngest daughter. I haven't been able to see, but you know what? This is my motivation to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And guess where this is at? Psalms 119. God's promise to us. Because if you truly believe in any of this part of this book, but the only thing we got to believe is acknowledge that there is a higher power. And to love. But we got to do certain things. But that's up to you to figure out what to do. Yes, there's a lot, and you know what God's been doing with me the last 3 to 4 years? It shows I get shown simple ways to find what we need to really know. But the biggest thing we really need to stop saying is fear God. No. It scares people. That's why half the planet doesn't know about God and doesn't care to know about God, because they're scared. You say ghosts and spirit, it scares the younger generation. You say energy, they're like, what up? What's up? They hear that beat of some good positive music, they're like, what's up? Because of frequencies, y'all. This younger generation don't understand. I mean, they understand a different way. You say ghost, like you say Holy Ghost. How can a ghost be righteous? Like they think, like these kids think like that. So you start saying energy, then they're like, wow, all right. But you want to know what the greatest stories to compare to Jesus is? Peter Pan. People that don't know anything about this, you got to go to something that's similar and compare them to him. Superman, great example to Jesus. But I don't get into the whole worshiping Jesus. He says it, Matthew chapter 4, his own self. Matthew chapter 4, verse 10, he says it himself. Worship God and only him. Nowhere in the Bible does Jesus say worship him, or in Jesus' name does he say that ever. We need to get who we need to be worshiping and serving and praising is God, and that's it. Back to Job chapter 28 in this one. I used to have this Bible, like all the books I memorized. I know them in order. I used to. I mean, when I was a kid. But the cool part about this is, right, this is a different Bible. It's a different translation, and it's going to be a little bit different. There are mines where people dig silver and places where gold is made pure. Iron is taken from the ground, and copper is melted out of rocks. Miners bring lights and search deep into the mines for ore in deep, thick darkness. Miners dig a tunnel far from where people live, where no one has ever walked. They work far from people, swinging and swaying from ropes. Food grows on top of the earth.
Low battery. Please charge.
Yeah, you can.
Power off.
A lot of people don't realize that. You want to know why I do this? This is my physical therapy for talking. This is how I've been getting better at it. Singing and reading the Bible. And I'm not going to stand up here and read a fairy tale to you, even though part of this is. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Have fun. You're going to time out for 24 hours because you want to make jokes. Sapphires are found in rocks, and gold dust is also found there. No hawk knows that path. The falcon has not seen it. Proud animals have not walked there, and no lions cross it. Miners hit the rocks of flint and dig away at the bottom of mountains. They cut tunnels through the rock and see all the treasures there. They search for places where rivers begin and bring things hidden out into the light. But where it can wisdom be found? This is a whole different version and it sounds exactly the same. How ironic. That's pretty cool though. But where I'm going with this whole conversation about my brother's wife. Stephen, you've done card readings. What's the difference? I'm not against it. I used to have a deck. I gave it away. Because I don't need it. I've learned, he was taught the same way by mom and going to church. But the thing is that we all have different paths. There's 8 billion people on this planet. Not all of us are going to see the same or feel the same exactly. But there is a frequency for all of it because, first of all, we all worship the same God. It's an energy, y'all. It's not even really an actual thing. Because the energy keeps transforming into anything it wants to. Think about it. We're all stuck in the globe. 8 billion of us. We're all one living organism, if you really think about it. So what I'm saying is, Stephen, there's no disrespect for me as calling your wife a witch. I don't think it being any different than being somebody calling herself a Christian, to be honest with you. It's not. There's good Christians and there's bad Christians. There's good pagans and there's bad pagans. There's good Muslims, there's bad Muslims. I mean, come on, yo. It's about your intentions. Only God knows the heart and mind, yo. Not us. All you judgmental people. I'll go in my daughter's mom's shop if I can. Jess, I'll come and visit you. Because here soon, the money's going to be coming. You want to know why? Because this guy's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Right here. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to be associated with people that call themselves witches. I'm not ashamed of it because they're regular people. You guys have no clue half the time. I know witches that go to church. I'm confused. So, Steven, are you going to be upset after you hear about this one? How about the peanut gallery actually get him to watch the video so that way there's no heard it through the grapevine type stuff? Because we all done the telephone deal with the string thing in school and stuff, and by the time it got to the end, it was way different and just a bunch of crap. So somebody please tell Steven Yona Dodson to please watch this. Actually watch it. And he needs to get a hold of Grandmother Dodson, because I've already sent her information that he needs to see. He's the one that said I should be a millionaire by now. Well, how about we get that money, bro? I've been doing the cutest dance with a freaking... Hold up. Where'd it go? Oh, it's in the fridge. Mayo ketchup to the mustard seed of God's love. Who said that? Nobody. Who dances with something like this on a camera? Nobody. Who does the camera effects with the other phones like I do? Nobody. But me. So, Steven Yona Dodson, my big 33-pound head and Mickey Mouse tattoo brother, who I absolutely fucking love. Excuse my French, Grandmother Dodson, but I mean it. I'm done beefing, bro. Seriously. I want to share the money with everybody. The whole family and the rest of the people. Hey, I Show Speed, you're from Ohio, bro. What's up? For real. I want to holler at that dude. He from Cincinnati. And Ohio is actually spelled in an Iroquois word, O-H-I-Y-O. Love y'all, and I'm going to see y'all later.